I live in sand help, sand water.
This shift was like a dumpster fire from start to finish. Like,
your Christ can help you go the right way, even if the whole crowd goes.
dear person behind me, I hope you know Jesus loves you. Hey everyone, so it is, what time is it like?
Right there.
Oh, my bad. 7:46 and today is Saturday, February 17th. I got convinced / told to go to this F45 class, so I'm going to this F45 class with Mo. I mean, obviously she's coaching it, but I'll be one of the members in it. She said she'll try to help me get a clip or two. But I was supposed to have a clinical, but for whatever reason it got canceled. It'll be a fun day. It's a hybrid session, so it's like a mixture of cardio and resistance. I may or may not be dying within the workout a little bit at some point.
You gotta pace yourself more.
Who knows? I be trying to pace myself. And it's just a really dark and dreary day. It's supposed to be raining like all day, so we're gonna be dealing with that. But also on the list, besides me having like a little study session probably at Duncan after the class while she has her other class, is that Mo's best friend Joe, other Joe Mama as I call him, Mr. Hooper, Mr. Future Worldwide, is coming down here he got a game down here, so we're gonna be going to the game, so that's gonna be cool. And of course I'll be sure to take you guys alongside with me. But other than that, I'll see you guys later.
Recording. How do you feel after your workout?
I live sand help, sand water.
Okay, so I survived the class. Honestly, like, I had mixed reviews because that specific like workout, they're separated into two pods, and the pod that I was a part of first was just really leg heavy and leg specific, and everything kind of built off each other to me. And like I thrived in the second pod, but the first pod I was hurting. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I fought back though, but I mean, I survived. I'm here. I'm here. And they also had I guess it's like their anniversary at like for this gym, so they had like a little catering thing and had like barbecue. So, you know, we had to get a few plates for lunchtime. Got some chicken, some green beans, some salad, some rolls. So we're gonna be eating good come lunchtime. I'm at Dunkin' now, and I'm gonna get some coffee, probably something to munch on for breakfast. Probably get like a turkey sausage, egg and cheese on a croissant, because that's usually what I get. But yeah, I'm gonna just study. I have an exam on Tuesday and one on Wednesday, MDC2, and then on Wednesday I have mental health. The MDC2 one's the one I'm more not worried about, but it's just a lot of acid-base balances, so I'm just gonna look up some practice questions for those and be just doing those. So, and then later I'll touch on mental health. I'm not gonna neglect mental health, but the main focus is the MDC. Well, probably today I'll just do MDC, and tomorrow I'll do mental health. I'll separate the days. I'm not gonna like jam pack it on myself. But I will catch y'all in Dunkin'. If you know, you know, you gotta shake it up first. But we're just gonna get into these ABGs. I got my turkey, sausage, egg, and cheese on. It's on the bagel. They ran out the croissants. Yeah, just gonna get this study session in. So real quick, my classmate Jordan kind of gave me this cheat sheet. Y'all can't really see it. And it breaks down like when things are, partially compensated, or uncompensated, and it gets to the point where I'm not using it. But it is kind of helping me right now because I can completely figure out when like things are, metabolic acidosis, respiratory acidosis, and stuff like that. But it's like when it comes to the compensation is where I get a little confused. All right, y'all. So it's now 12:11, and we're heading home. And there was a lot of food left from the little catering thing they did. We got some rotisserie chicken and some other chicken at home, so we'll chef it up a little bit with that. But you said what?
Salad.
Yeah, with the salad and stuff, and pretty much anything goes with green beans, so that's not going to be too much of an issue. But I'm going to study for a little bit more, and like I said earlier, I'm going to walk you guys through a problem I didn't get to earlier just because Duncan started playing like their radio station, and ain't nobody trying to get copyrighted. So, like I said, I'll catch you guys at home and we'll go through one of the problems together. Okay, so in this question we have George Kent, who has a history of COPD, and we're not really worried about the case study portion of this because it's all just kind of to lead you astray. Not really, but we're only really worried about the pH, the PaCO2, and HCO3, which is the bicarb. So in this specific question, the answer choices they give us are respiratory acidosis uncompensated, respiratory acidosis partially compensated, metabolic alkalosis uncompensated, and metabolic acidosis partially compensated. So we can see here that the pH is 7.3, which means that it's acidic. And then the PaCO2 is elevated, so it's also acidic. And the bicarb is 28, which is basic. So because of that, we can judge that this one is going to be respiratory acidosis because of the pH and the PaCO2. And it's partially compensated because the bicarb is slightly elevated and trying to aid and help in bringing back, homeostasis. So let's check. And we're right. And the rationale it gives is that the patient has respiratory acidosis, raised carbon dioxide, resulting from acute exacerbation of the COPD with partial compensation. Hey everyone, so it is now 4:40. We're getting ready to head out to Mo's best friend Joe's basketball game. It's in Lakeland, so it's about like an hour and change, so that's why we're getting on the road so early. Should be a fun experience. I'll take you guys along with me as best as I can. And I'll see you guys on the road. Alright y'all, so we made it to the center / arena where Joe's game is. Gonna get some clips of our guy. The game started at 6, but it's 6:04, so we on time for the most part. Ain't missed nothing for real. Yeah, sometimes we run on CP time.
Yeah.
I'm a stickler for time, but I don't mind being a few minutes late to certain things. Like if it's something important, I'm getting there 15 minutes before.
Oh mean, that we had a situation ready, so.
That and we had a little situation. But it was handled. Things are good. So let's get in here, let's watch this game and then enjoy.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys inside. Hey everyone, so I did not record like us coming back from the game or anything like that just because I left my camera in the car. But it is now, today is February 18th, and it's about 10 o'clock. We're watching Elevation Church now. And Mo's making breakfast. Man, if y'all could've, I should've got clips of her at the game. Yeah, they heard you here and there. But Mo's very competitive, like she's played ball on multiple levels. So when Joe's team was making mistakes, she was on them. She talked to the coach afterwards about what needed to be fixed. She was telling the players what needed to be fixed. Other than church, I am just working on this homework assignment for one of my bachelor's classes. It's the law and policy class, and this assignment is just about like nursing staffing and questions that you would ask if I had an interview. So very chill Sunday morning, and then I have work later. So not too much going on today.
Your Christ can help you go the right way, even if the whole crowd goes the wrong way. But I'm getting ahead of myself because I want to talk about the two men who were blind. And notice it says two things happened to them.
Hey everyone, so it is now 2 o'clock. I've just been chilling since I finished my homework assignment. Just been watching Criminal Minds. And if anybody knows me, Criminal Minds is one of my comfort shows. I can't tell you how many times I watch Criminal Minds. Like, a good few. Don't act like you don't have a comfort show. She was over here looking at me funny. What?
I don't have a comfort show. I watch many different shows. I don't watch the same show over and over and over. Never will.
Anyways, I watch lots of different shows too. I just really like Criminal Minds. Anyways, while Kari's in there wreaking havoc in his cage when he's supposed to be going to take a nap, I'm gonna get ready to take a nap because, like I said, I have work later, so it's nap time. All right, everyone. So it is now 5:20, and I'm just chilling before work. I put my lunch together already from the food that we had yesterday, like from F45, like the barbecue. And correction, it's turkey. It's not chicken. But regardless, made my dinner, made up of that, and now I'm just chilling with Kari until it's time for me to head to work. I usually head out about 5:45, 5:50, so until then I'll just watch my shows and relax. Hey everyone, so I made it to work. I actually got here pretty early. It's 6:26. Because I run into traffic usually, I usually don't get here until like 6:34, which I'm not complaining at all. I'm glad there was no traffic because the exit that I take to that I get off of the interstate to get to work, there's always traffic there, like always, never, without fail. I don't even know why it's always so busy, but I always run into traffic there. So I'm glad traffic was clear today, especially like when it's a rainy day like today. I was expecting traffic, but there wasn't, thankfully. Head in, clock in, and if anything, I'll see you guys when I go on my lunch break, and I'll tell you guys a little bit about the patients I have. But I guess I'll just walk you guys through like kind of like the flow of my shift. So like obviously get in, clock in, get report. After I get report, I'll sit down and still kind of look up certain little things about my patients after I introduce myself to them. So I'll go room to room and introduce myself. Go, then look up some stuff about them, get ready for med pass. Help the techs out with vitals and checking sugars, if need be. Then I'll do med pass, and then after that, it's really just charting, which I usually get done about 11. I'll chart. That's like when I finally get down to sit down and chart. Then more rounds, more med pass, and then there is kind of like not downtime, but like a break where sometimes I don't have to give any of my patients meds, and then that's usually the time like where I might get admissions and stuff, and then if not, then I'll just kind of make sure everything with my patients is in orders. I'm checking labs to see if anything needs to get replaced in the morning. I'm getting ready to help the techs draw labs later in the morning, like as far as printing the labels and making bags, and just trying to just be proactive with the time that I have. And of course, if my patients call and they need anything, then I'm off to help them and make sure they're okay. I really just do my best to make sure that I'm productive at work, and to make sure that my patients feel safe and that they have everything that they need. And I try not to bother them, because I know that it's really hard to get sleep when you're in the hospital. Like, I'm always coming in there, the tech's always coming in there, somebody's always coming in there. So I try not to bother them, unless I have to. But for the most part, I just try to just be there for all my patients, like at all times if I can. But I guess we'll see how many patients I end up with tonight, if I get any admissions, and we'll see what happens. So I'll see you guys, not on the floor, but I'll see you guys like in the break room when I take my break. As y'all can see, I did not catch y'all on the floor or in the break room. And you want to know why? Because I did not get a break. It is now like 8:45, and I'm just now finally like in my car, getting ready to leave. And this shift was like a dumpster fire from start to finish. Like it was everything all at once. And I'll get into it. Like, y'all know that meme with the dog like sitting like drinking tea or coffee or whatever, and the everything's on fire, and it's just like, this is fine. That's pretty much how I was like all shift. So to start things off, we had 2 monitor techs call out. So they pulled the charge nurse into the monitor room, and then pulled another nurse into the monitor room. So I ended up having to give away 2 of my patients, keep 1, and then take up her team. So that put me at 4. And then I also got an admission around that same time. So I was pretty much playing catch up like all night. I didn't really catch up until like 11. Like with the admission and giving meds and everything, like I legitimately wasn't done with everything until 11. And then even after 11, I was still kind of doing stuff. So I really didn't get to sit down and chart until probably like 11:30, 11:45, closer to 12 really. And I did know peace a little bit until about 2 a.m. where I had a dude that was going for a left heart cath. He was on the heparin drip. He had an IV in his left hand. It was pretty much in his wrist. And if you know your wrist, obviously like it's real mobile. So if an IV is there, it's gonna kink, it's gonna cause problems. So it kept beeping all the time. And then he was complaining like some numbness in his upper forearm. Okay, cool, that's fine. I advised him that if he would like, I can put another IV, because his IV site itself was not hurting, which he said fine. I put a 20, and key emphasis, I put a 20 gauge in his left forearm. I literally got flashback, and this man proceeded to, like, it would have been a beautiful IV. This man proceeded to tell me, it hurts, take it out, take it out, take it out, take it out. Okay, so I took it out. I'm not there to hurt anybody. And then that IV failed. So then later, after that, he called me and he was like, hey, can we try again with a smaller size? I'm like, okay, cool, fine. That's fine. I tried with a 22. Same thing. It hurts, take it out. I got flashback. Those are 2 would have been perfectly good IVs if he would let me place them. And then the IV would stop beeping. He would start complaining like that numbness he's feeling in his upper arm. He would have been fine. So at that point, he asked the charge, not because of the fact that I did anything wrong, just because he wanted answers as to why it was hurting when we put an IV in. And it's not like I was going into his muscle or anything. I was purely in vein. So I advised him, okay, if you don't want it in your left arm, okay, fine. Your left arm might just be a little sensitive and stuff because that's where the heparin is running. I can place it in your other arm. But she was like, no, I just wanted to talk to the charge nurse. I want answers. Mind you, charge is in the monitor. So she's not really available. To which I advised him, hey, I'm sorry, the charge is a little bit busy. And he got upset and was like, how dare she be busy? I'm important. And just went on the tangent. Okay, fine. The charge nurse said she'd be in when she could. She never got the chance to really go there. Another nurse, without me knowing, went in and tried to help him. Placed same thing. Placed an IV in his forearm, and it hurts. Take it out. And she advised him, like, look, if your IV is messing with you, the only thing we can do is place a new one. Like, that's all we can do is place a new one. And he started yelling at her and getting upset. But at some point, I don't know, maybe his guardian angel came, he fell asleep, and the IV stopped beeping and it started working. I don't know what happened. It wasn't me. I'll take it. But he did give me props for being patient with him and stuff, like when I gave report and everything. And also, I did get an honor award from the charge nurse. He sent me an honor award, which was really cool. It was just about being flexible, always being a team player, and being adaptable, which I kind of, like, I do my best to pride myself to be. But the other things that happened was I had my new admission patient who was there for chest pain and hypertension times 2 days. When she first got there, her pressure was 200 or something. Okay, she had hydralazine, losartan, gave it, dropped her pressure, cool, it was all right. Closer to 5 o'clock, her pressure, skyrocketed again. I messaged the hospitalist. They're just like, okay, give the hydralazine earlier. I'm like, okay, but what about PRNs? They're like, just give the hydralazine. I'm like, okay, cool. So I gave it. Her pressure went back down. She was okay. And then I had my other lady, bless her heart. She was supposed to go. She is going for a cardioversion, but bless her heart, it was just so much going on with her. So first, the tech went to check her vitals at about 4 something, and her temp was hypothermic, like it was like 93. And we didn't know why, so I messaged IMG. They're like, okay, did you take it like with other thermometers? I'm like, look, we used like 3 thermometers. We took it orally, we took it axillary, like under your armpit, and we took it rectally. Like we did everything. So they ordered like a bear hugger, which is something that's used to up your temperature, and she ordered CBC to see what's going on. And then from her BNP that we sent off before everything, we found out that she was hypoglycemic, like 48. So I get to give her like, some dextrose and stuff, and it went up from 48 to 68. And Cath Lab is calling me for her cardioversion, like, hey, what's going on? We need to get the sugar under control. I'm like, look, I'm doing my best. I just checked it. It's 68. And they took her down. They decided to take her for the 68. And they said they'll recheck it downstairs. And she also didn't have an IV, which is a whole nother story. But I put in pick team orders, but Cath Lab still said, okay, we'll just place it downstairs. And she was such a sweet patient old lady. I felt so bad. So bad for having to put her through all that. But like all of that happened between like 4:30 till close of shift, which I call the witching hours, because it is. Anything that can go wrong will go wrong, and it just throws you off. And I was just trying to play catch up. And then poor day shift, pretty much the same thing happened to them. Like their assignment got mixed up and changed, so that's another reason why I was still there like so late. Like everything just got all combobulated and misconstrued. It was just so much. So I'm gonna go home now. I'm sorry if that was out. Bless me. And I bought a breakfast wrap because, why don't I deserve something after, what I went through? So I'm going to close out the vlog here. I'm going to go home. I'm gonna get some rest. I'm gonna study some more for the MDC2 exam tomorrow, and I will catch you guys something better shift-wise. I hope. I really hope. I can't do another night like that.
4 to 6 weeks later.
Today is Saturday, March 23rd, and it's just gonna be a lot going on, like not just today, but like going into the weekend and stuff too. And I'll do my best just to take you guys along with me. We're going to this collective corner, like a little small business, kind of like, it's hard to describe it. So it's like collective corner hosts like a little thing where a bunch of small businesses that like, you know, sell different things. So like if you're thrifting, if you thrift clothes, there's people there for that. If you like buying like little jewelry or knickknacks or other wares, there's people there like that do that. And of course, like your small restaurants, they're going to be there as well. So just something, a really cool thing that they do. And we've been to a few of them, but today I know I'm taking you guys along with me. And we're also going to be getting on the road and heading to Jacksonville for a little business venture for Mo. For everybody that doesn't know, Mo's dream is to, you know, have her own business. She wants to be her own boss. Mo doesn't want to work for everybody forever. For somebody forever. And currently, you know, she's working to try to get into Airbnb, and she got a mentor, so to speak. His name's Investor Mike. He mentors like a lot of people, like Mo's in the group chat with like a bunch of people, and he's always sharing like tips with everybody, or you know, properties to try to help people get their first property or get more properties, and just kind of sharing the wealth, so to speak. So Mo won a contest pretty much that her, and by me as extension as her plus one, go to Jacksonville, and we'll go to dinner with Investor Mike and a few of his business partners, business pals, and I think lunch on Sunday or something like that, and a few other things. But you know, there she is. I'll do my best to just kind of take everybody along with us. And I'll see you guys at Collective Corner. Alright everyone, so we had our fill of everything. Shops out there today, like I'd say at least 30 different shops with like people selling vintage stuff or candles or homemade jewelry or paintings or whatever else. It's always a good time. And of course, like you said, you got your food vendors. So you know, we had to get something. Little something light.
Supported a lot of people today.
Yeah, supported quite a few different people today.
I've really been enjoying. I've been really enjoying.
Lean into the camera a little bit.
Hold on, y'all. I gotta get my own camera. What I was saying was, I really been enjoying coming to like Collective Corner stuff, because we get to shop with a lot of small businesses in the actual area, which is so cool because they be having a lot of good stuff. And I've been to a lot more than Joe. He really hasn't had the time, so this is like what, your second one?
My third one.
This third one. So I pretty much go to one almost every weekend. I'm trying to tell y'all, like, they have something every weekend almost, especially coming up with the summer. I'm not saying follow us to these different places, but if y'all see us, okay? Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Alright, so we gonna enjoy lunch, and I'll catch you guys later. Hey everyone, so we made it back home for a little bit before we get on the road to head to Jacksonville. me and Mo both bought things, but I'm just gonna show you guys the stuff that I bought. I bought this hoodie from this shop called Armor of God. It's a Christian like clothing and apparel brand. So the hoodie says "Love like Jesus" with John 15:12 on it, and on the back it says, "Dear person behind me, I hope you know Jesus loves you beyond measure. I pray he blesses you today. With love, the person in front of you." Which I think is just a very awesome message. And I also got some badge reels from this cute little store. Oh, they threw stickers in here too. Oh. So I got Darth Vader. While Kari's going insane. I got Gojo, and I got Gara.
Okay. Stop.
He's been in his crate a little bit. He's going like insane.
Thanks for stepping on my foot.
How are we gonna do this, man? But for those of you guys that don't know, I like anime. I watch anime. I've watched I don't know how many different shows. So I just thought all these badge reels were really cute, and I can't wait to wear them to work. But I mean, we also went to Target because I needed a new belt, and I bought another dress shirt because I don't really have that many. But outside of that, that's pretty much everything. At least on my end. Oh, forgot about the little mini Bibles. We also bought these little mini Bibles. They just have, like, they span the entire Bible, like New Testament, Old Testament. But just have like key verses as far as like, you know, the Lord's Prayer, Great Communion, Fruit of the Spirit, the 10 Commandments, Armor of God. And it has like, even has like little note pages in the back if you want to take notes. So, you know, you gotta keep that thing on you at all times, you know, stay protected. So if anything, I'll talk to you guys a little bit later once we get to Jacksonville. We might go to the beach either today before dinner or tomorrow before lunch. One of the two. As you guys can see, we made it to Jacksonville. We're staying at one of Investor Mike's properties, and not gonna lie, this place is real nice. I'd for sure stay here.
I said, let me live here right now. Let me live here right now.
You heard it, and I mean, I did take, you know, a video of you guys for you guys to see the property too. So I mean, it's a real nice little apartment for real. So I guess we'll just be chilling out until it's time to get ready for dinner.
Yeah.
Alright, so it is now after 11. Dinner went on for a few hours. It was nice though. It was like a 3-course meal at this restaurant, you know, like appetizer, dinner, and dessert. I mean, it was nice. I can't complain. Just a lot of networking and talking to, you know, members that do have multiple properties and people that are still trying to get their first property. So, no, it was really cool. give it a 8 out of 10. But like I said, like I said, tomorrow we'll be going to Atlanta, so I'll be sure to take you guys on that journey too. Alright everyone, so this is breakfast. It's this pretty much a giant breakfast burrito called the Chicky Chonga from First Watch, and some potatoes, which I've been decimating, as y'all can see. And then Mo has a waffle, and then she has some eggs, some sausage, and some potatoes. So, you know, Mo's really hungry today. That's pretty much it. We're just eating and watching this movie called On the Line on Netflix. It seems like a thriller movie, which is kind of up our alley. So, if anything, I'll let you guys know later if it's actually good or not. Hey everyone, so it is now, what time is it?
11:50 p.m.
Dang. It's 11:50 p.m. We haven't been on the road like all day. We had lunch with Investor Mike and everybody from that we had dinner with yesterday, and just went over strategies and a bunch of other stuff. Mo was tuned in. I was there for moral support for real. That went a little late, so we didn't really get on the road till like 4, and we didn't really run into traffic though, which was like a good thing, honestly, because who knows when we would have, got here. Yeah, we kept having to stop because of Kari. And then we stopped by Mo's aunt's house and her friend James because we dropped Kari off. He's no longer with us. He's been rehomed. Yeah, there's two other dog buddies there, and he seems like they all get along. He seemed happy, so I don't feel too sad about it. The main reason why we rehomed him was just because, like, going in the next quarter, I have a lot of evening classes. Plus, you guys know I work nights, and Mo works a lot in the evenings and stuff. So neither one of us would be home, and it wouldn't be fair to him to just be caged up all day. And Mo's probably going to be getting a new job, so it just would have been too much on him having to be in his cage all the time, because we tried to leave him out, and both times we tried to leave him out, he destroyed lamps, and like chewed through those cords, so yeah, that just wasn't going to work. So yes, he's been rehomed. Like I said, he seems happy with Mo's friend James and his 2 dogs. He was running around with him and playing with him and stuff, even though he kind of was getting punked a little bit by James's dog Creed, who's like older. He's like 4 years old, and he just wasn't going along with Kari's mess, so just kind of jumping around and stuff. He was like, bro, like, chill out, relax. But the main reason why we came up here to Atlanta is because Mo's tag is expiring, and she just gotta register it and stuff and get a new tag. And then we'll be driving back tomorrow. Like, we'll have brunch with Mo's aunt because her birthday is next week, and obviously we're not gonna be here. And she'll register her tag, and then we'll get on the road probably like by 12, maybe a little after, and go home. But it was a very long, very full day. Yeah, truly been a weekend. Oh man, I didn't even tell you guys, so this morning, we were staying at one of Investor Mike's properties, and it was just like a whole miscommunication where I guess it got booked like for today, and Investor Mike didn't communicate with them that I guess we were still there, because lunch wasn't until 12, and I guess the checkout time was supposed to be 11. That he told us it was 11, and it was actually supposed to be 10 according to maybe Airbnb or whatever. So the cleaner pulled up at 10. We're just sitting on the couch watching the movie earlier, on the line that told you guys about. Crazy movie, by the way. But she just kind of like opened the door and peeked in, and like we're looking at her, she's looking at us, looking at her like, she's like, what are y'all still doing here? We like, what are you doing here? So it was like a whole back and forth thing of like Mo calling investor Mike trying to figure out what's going on, and the cleaning girl coming back and talking like, hey, like the lady's downstairs like right now. I guess
I feel like that was a lie. I feel like she just wanted to like.
maybe, but I don't know though, because investor Mike did say something about somebody with early check-in. Who knows? We'll never know. But yeah, we just packed everything up, packed it in the car, and went to lunch. But it was a very long day. So I'm gonna shower. We're gonna eat, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Hey guys, so it is 1:14 and it's Monday, March 25th. We already had brunch with Mo's aunt, and Mo already renewed her tag. I would say one thing that's kind of cool. One thing that's kind of cool is like, I guess, I don't know if it's like a Hawaii, Georgia thing or if it's just an Atlanta thing. Like, it was a little kiosk that Mo went to, like in a Kroger, and just renew her tag. Like, and it took her like all 5 minutes. So Florida need to hop on the times, I think, on that for sure. She got issues.
Pictures.
She got issues.
Shall we? After. Might as well use the flowers. I'm giving to my grandma before I give it to her. Get some use out of them.
And we're going to go visit Mo's grandma, and we bought flowers.
Yeah.
And of course, I'm being turned into a photographer once again. But it's what I signed up for. But Mo's been sending messages like crazy, trying to find a property to start up Airbnb everywhere, from Florida, Tennessee, and Georgia. So this one is obviously like in Georgia and Atlanta. She's been waiting like all weekend to hear back, and she heard back. So we're here to check it out, and I will take a video for you guys to see it too.
Congested.
Alright, so it is now 7:44. We're on our way back home to Florida. We split up the drive because it's like 6 hours and like 5 minutes. So Mo drove for 3 hours, and now we swapping.
Longer than that.
We've been driving for 3 hours, bro.
No, you're on the road at 4:45.
And it's 7:44.
We got on the road at 7:30.
Bro,
I mean, 4:30. Whatever.
like we got on the road like
I
4.
drove a long time. That's all.
We got on the road like 4:40.
Fine.
Either way, you've been driving for like 3 hours, maybe a little longer. Anyways, we stopping. So we stopped that quick trip to use the bathroom and refuel a little bit. So next time I'll probably talk to you guys is when we get home. Say bye to the people.
Bye.
Hey everyone, so we made it home. It's like a little bit after 11. Honestly, the drive wasn't that bad. Didn't really run into traffic, which was nice. Yeah, it was a cool drive. Now it's of course 11 o'clock, so we're just gonna shower, woosah, and get ready for bed. That's pretty much it. Mo, is there anything you'd like to say to the people?
I'm tired. It's time to go to bed.
You heard her first. Heard it here first. It's bedtime. So at this point, please like and subscribe. Thank you for tuning into the video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.